Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be making a Mexican taco pie. Now you can eat this pie with a salad, and that could be a great option for a keto diet, or you can have a side of tortillas and some wraps like I'm going to do, and you can make it like a regular taco night. So what I've done is I started off by heating my oven up at 350. I'm going to be cooking this in a toaster oven. Since it's going to be a small portion for it, and then I'm going to be showing you how step by step on how to make this taco pie. So I'm going to get started with heating up my frying pan. So I'm going to heat that up, and I'm going to be cooking my ground beef first. So we're going to cook that up, and then we're going to add in a seasoning into the beef once I finish cooking it and straining it. After I do that, I will add a taco spice mix into the beef. Once that's done, then I'm going to show you how the other ingredients comes together. Now the ground beef is fully cooked, and now we're going to strain out the oils out of the ground beef. And then once we have all the oils completely out of the beef, we're gonna put our beef back onto our frying pan, and we're gonna now mix in our seasoning, our Mexican taco seasoning. There we go, we strained it, and we have some Mexican blend. And then we're going to mix that around. Now you're not going to add water into this because the next step that we're going to prepare is with all our liquids. This is that we're just mixing in all of the seasoning into the ground beef, and then once we have that completed, we're going to add it into our dish. Now before we add it into our dish, we're just going to grease the pan so that it doesn't stick to the bottom when it's baking in the oven. So there we go. So that's completely done. We turn our heat off, rest that aside, and then we're going to get a bit of oil and just grease our pan. So we're now going to line the base of the pan with the ground beef and the seasoning. We're going to rest it aside, and we're now going to mix our next base, which will be our liquids. So now, rest that aside. We have some eggs. We have some whipping cream, so a 35% whipping cream. So we're going to add that in to our eggs, and we're going to mix these two around. So we're going to mix this as much as we can, and then once we have this fully mixed, we're going to add in our next ingredients. Okay, so we now have the whipping cream with the eggs nicely fully mixed. We're going to add some garlic powder. We're going to add some fresh tomatoes. You can use a salsa if you'd like. I'm going to use the fresh tomatoes, and then I'm going to use a tomato sauce that came with our Mexican kit. So we're just going to add in tomatoes. We're going to add in the sauce. We're going to mix those up. And then we also grated some cheese. So you can use a cheddar cheese. I use a marble cheese. So I'm going to throw some into the mix. I'm going to save some for the top so that it can be nicely baked on top. So we're going to mix those in. And so the mix is now complete, and we're going to pour it on top of our ground beef. So we're just going to evenly put this on top. Making sure that the tomatoes are nicely balanced and the cheese. And then we're going to, again, now that it's a nice balance, we're going to put our remainder of grated cheese on top. We're now going to put it in the oven and bake, and once it's complete and ready, I'll show you what it will look like and how to garnish it and what you can serve it with. The taco pie has been baking in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, and now it's complete. Because we pre-cooked the beef, the only thing we were waiting for it to cook was the dairy, so the cream that we put in there and the eggs, but that's what it should look like once it's complete. Now you can serve this with a salad, like I said earlier, and keep it a keto style, or you can use it as a natural, like a taco, as you would originally. And I have some tacos, hard and soft, and I made a homemade guacamole, which you can find on our channel on how to make that recipe. And there we go, a full complete dinner. If you like this recipe and you want to see more like this, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that share, like, and that bell notification button.